Hey, bookworms and constant readers. Welcome back to Final Girl Horror. I am Chelsea, and today we are talking about the 10th film from the book 1001 Movies You Should Watch Before You Die. This is another French film. The French title is nous, liberte. I don't speak French. I hope I didn't butcher that too badly. It translates to Freedom for Us. This is another movie that was way before my time. Came out in 1931. It is an hour and 23 minutes long. If you want to watch this, it's kind of a hassle to watch it. So you have to go to Amazon Prime. Look up the French title, and you have to do a through Amazon Prime a 7-day free trial to indie films. I watched this movie, and then the next day I canceled the free trial. You're able to check out indie films until the end of the 7 days. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing this, that's how you see it. The director is René Clair. I couldn't find out anything really about him that pertained to horror or any movies that he has done that Americans like myself would have heard of. And the cast is the same way. You have Henry Marchand, who plays Emile, and Raymond Cordy, who plays Louis. Now, one thing that is interesting is there's a lot of controversy surrounding this film that I discovered during reading the book and doing research on the film to see if it had any horror connections, because this is a horror channel. And for about a decade, parties fought over this film and the similarities of Charlie Chaplin's Modern Times, which came out 5 years later in 1936. Charlie Chaplin maintained, along with everyone in his studio, that they had never seen this film. And they finally ended up settling out of court. And the director, René Clair, was embarrassed by all of this. And he never took part in any of this. He actually felt great admiration for Charlie Chaplin, who he said that filmmakers were in debt to. Now, another thing that is interesting about this film, before I get into what it's about, is if you don't know about film history, you had silent films, and then silent films became known as talkies. And this is kind of a strange cross between the two. This is one of the earlier talkies. And this film, by the way, is all in French. There's no subtitles, there's no dubbing. But if you watch it, you can follow along and you can understand what is going on. And I think it's because a lot of the film is that silent film type montage where you have moving pictures with just music. But yeah, there is talking in the film, but it's not a lot of talking. I would say it's kind of 60/40. 60% is like a silent film. You just watch the movie and you have music playing. And 40% is actual talking. So what is this about? So this film follows Emile and Louis. They are both prisoners, and they plan their escape. And they're cellmates. They escape together, and one of them is able to escape, and the other one isn't. So the one that escapes, he gets away, and he makes a whole new life for himself. He becomes like super rich. He opens up factories making phonographs, and it's hilarious because he runs his factory the way they used to run factories in the prison. And when he was in prison, you worked on sort of this assembly line, and the guards walked around and watched everybody. You had one job, you did it, it moved on to the next guy, he did his job, and they were making toys. This is kind of the same way. When they eat, the food comes down an assembly line, and you grab it as it goes by. Heavily like monitored. Like it's funny how it's run like a prison, and people flock to work here. Well, years go by, and his cellmate, he gets out of prison. He escapes, and he ends up working in the factory when he runs into his old cellmate. And at first, his long-lost friend acts like he doesn't know it. And then they get in private, and you can tell that his friend is like, why are you like this? Everything we've been through, blah, blah, blah. And it comes out that it was all an act. That yes, he does know who he is. And they kind of become friends again. Well, then it's discovered that his friend Emile, who became the big shot, people find out that he's an escaped convict, and so now the police are closing in on him. In the meantime, the police also discover that Louis is with his friend. Like, they're going to grab them both. It's a very, very cool movie to watch. Very funny, very entertaining. And the ending is total like Charlie Chaplin, funny, happy ending. I gave this film a 4 out of 5. I would totally recommend it. It is a hassle to watch it. I didn't check to see if you could buy this film like on DVD. I looked to see if it was on the Apple Store, because I use Apple TV, and it wasn't on there. But if you can, I definitely recommend checking this out. It was a really cool movie to watch, just because I've seen Charlie Chaplin films and those silent movies, and seeing like a cross between the two, it was very entertaining. Even though I didn't know what they were saying or what was going on verbally, the actions and the way the movie is shot, you can follow along and not get lost. That's all I have for you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. It helps out the channel, helps grow the channel. Ring the bell symbol so you know when I put out new videos. And until next time, read more books, and watch more movies.